we've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Only a couple for him. On the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle.
Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. third down. Dunlap. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Jackson.
Now that's caught. It's Desmond Patman.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson.
That is into the hands of Patman.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Jackson will keep it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go play action with Hurts. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And this is caught and in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense,
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now we're going to use a timeout. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Caleb Wilson,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
You had fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
Touchdown, Bears! Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarter.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages for this 3rd quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return is Duvernay. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. To throw again on second down. Hurts being chased out left. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. That's complete to Patman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. Going up top. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Desmond Patman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Were you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big